Hello and welcome to another edition of The Daily. I'm Samantha Yarock here with Andrew Wiebe coming to you from Arlington, Texas. We are just hours away from the semifinal games in this Gold Cup tournament. And Andrew, the first game tonight, US versus Honduras. This is the third time these two teams have met this year. Honduras being the last CONCACAF opponent to beat this U.S. team.
Yeah, you're speaking of that loss in San Pedro Sula in February. The U.S. only other loss this year to Belgium. They've won 9 straight since. They are cruising, expecting to get to this Gold Cup final, but it is not going to be easy. Honduras gave them trouble in Salt Lake City as well, that 1-0 win coming on the back of Josie Altidore's goal. But look, a lot of people pointed to that game in February as a turning point for this team. Jurgen Klinsmann, he's not having it though.
Does Honduras have a chance? Absolutely. We start this game 0-0, so it's 50-50. So we know it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a game where we have to be patient, where we have to keep a high rhythm, we have to keep the tempo going, we have to find ways, hopefully, to score the goal first and not give a goal away first. You know, so we are ready for that. But every game in a knockout stage, there is no favorite team. It's a 50-50 situation, and you got to be alert and awake, and we got to make sure that these guys are alert and awake and ready to get this win that we badly want.
Of course, the winners of these two semifinal matches tonight will go on to play in the final in Chicago. We'll find out who the winner is later tonight. Second game is Mexico versus Panama. We'll be back with much more on both these matches on Gold Cup today. Moving on to Major League Soccer, Andrew, let's tackle some of the big storylines going on in the league.
Well, we'll start in Montreal, where there is a new DP, a second alongside Marco De Valle. This one, a defensive midfielder from Argentina, 26-year-old Hernan Benedelo. He is a guy that's going to come into a midfield that's already got plenty of pieces. You wonder where he fits in with Patrice Bernier, Colin Warner maybe on the outs there. Is that system going to change under Marco Schalbaum? We'll have to wait and see on that one. Another DP in Chicago, a young Ecuadorian striker replacing Sergio McDonald. That is Juan Anangono. He is going to be a guy that they rely on to score the goals. Mike McGee cannot be the only one. Chris Rolfe cannot be the only one going through this year. They need some protection up top, and he hopes that that will help him get into the Ecuadorian national team. Of course, then Peter Vermees also signing an extension yesterday. He will be in Kansas City until at least 2017. The big focus for them, developing a world-class academy. They want to help fuel this U.S. national team, and of course their own side, bringing up players that are already indoctrinated in the sporting way. And finally, a few suspensions for you. We always expect those after some weeks in Major League Soccer where there's some iffy calls of some physical play. Two guys, Chris Wingert, he is out for an extra game after that blindside hit on Kai Kamara. And then, of course, Eric Hasley kicking out at Davy Arnaud. He will also miss one game for FC Dallas.
All right, well, thank you, Andrew. And that's all we have for The Daily today. We'll both be back for Gold Cup today with all the coverage on the Gold Cup semifinals. So be sure to tune in to that and to MLSsoccer.com for coverage on all of these stories.